Hey, West Springfield Boys and Girls Club. I'm currently outside on my front porch at home because today what I'm going to be showing you guys need to go outside and grab some things from outside because we are going to be creating our own wind chimes. So what this means is that I'm going to be showing you guys how to create your own wind chime using supplies that you can find from outside. It's going to be fairly easy. You only need to find a couple of things or one thing around your house that will be easily displayed on a wind chime that you're also going to be creating. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and don't forget to stay safe and wash your hands and make sure you wear your face mask if you go outside. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Alright, hey guys, so these are the supplies that you're going to need. So what you're going to need is to find a fairly large stick or like piece of wood that you can find in your backyard. A thick stick would do as well. And then you're going to need some yarn, any color you want, scissors, a hot glue gun, or Elmer's just in case if something happens and you can't use a hot glue gun, and then some things that you can put on your wind chime. Alright, so the first thing that we're going to do is you're going to take some yarn. Don't pre-cut it because you're not really going to know how long you want it to be. And you're going to tie it around about 3 inches off of each edge. And you want to make sure when you tie it that it's really tight so that it doesn't fall off your stick or a piece of wood as I have. And then you're going to want to tie it at least 3 to 5 times so that it stays on really strong. And then what you're going to want to do is kind of align it to see how long you want the hook, how it's going to hang to be. That's how long I made mine. And then you can then from there cut it and then tie on the other end of your stick as I am doing. So once again, you want to make sure that when you tie it that it's really tight and not loose, or else it's going to fall off of your stick. And then tie it once again 3 to 5 times. This way it's strong, and when it holds the things that you cut on it, it will hold. And here it is. Alright, the next thing that you're going to do is take your yarn and kind of line it up to see how much you're going to need to tie it around. I used 5 pieces of yarn for this, so what I did was that I just added an extra 8 inches of yarn, so when I tie it around my stick, it will give enough to stay strong and hold the things that I'm going to put on it. Depending on how large your stick is, you might not need to add that much extra, but I added about 8 inches extra because my stick was fairly large in diameter. So that's all I'm really doing right now, is just lining it up, make sure that they all kind of fit and kind of are even. Make sure the bottom is pretty even, but you can cut that later to make it more even. So what I'm doing now, once again, I'm going around with the pieces that we just did, and I'm tying them now onto the tree branch. So once again, you want to tie them really, really tight so they don't kind of fall all over the place or try to fall off of the stick, and tie them around 3 to 5 times so that it's tight and it stays on. You really want these to be tight and strong because this is what you're going to be gluing on with your supplies. So whatever you're using, you want to make sure that it's going to stay on and that it's not going to break, especially if you have thin yarn. But if you have thick yarn, it should be fine. So that's really all that we're doing here, is tying them on. So you want to make sure that once again they're kind of like even and good enough space between each other, so when you do like glue on your supplies that they're not going to be like hitting each other too much. And then once you tie them on, if there's any extra yarn that is on the branch, you can cut it so that it looks a bit nicer. And yeah, so that's basically all that we're doing. So here, this is just me showing you how it looks. It might get a little tangled with the yarn, but that's okay. You can fix that easily. And then you don't see it, but I'm cutting the bottom string so that they're all even at the bottom. And just making sure they're nicely even and nicely spread out across your stick as well. Alright, here's where the fun begins. So, I didn't end up using my hot glue gun because I had some technical difficulties with it. It wasn't working. So, I decided to use Elmer's glue. And you might think it's not going to work. It does work. It just, in the end, after you place all of your supplies, whatever you use, you have to let it sit overnight so that they dry on. So as you can see, I'm using pine cones. I found some pine cones around my house to use that I thought was really cute to use for this and very easy, especially with the Elmer's glue, that they're gonna like stay on because they don't weigh as much. If you want to use like something that's kind of heavy, then you're gonna have to use hot glue gun so that it stays on. But you guys can use other things like leaves, flowers on your wind chimes, anything you want to use. I just used pine cones because I have so many pine cone trees around my house that it was so easy to get, and I think it looks so cute, like just a bunch of pine cones on a wind chime. Like, I think that's so cute. So basically all I'm doing is I'm gluing the Elmer's glue onto the yarn, and then I'm placing the pine cones right over it, and I'm just repeatedly doing that over and over and over again. In the end, I went to each pine cone and I pressed down on each one of them just to make sure that they were on the glue. But yeah, I recommend using hot glue gun just because they will definitely stay on. They might fall off with the Elmer's glue, maybe some of them, but not that many probably will because they actually did stay on overnight. But I once again recommend using hot glue gun with parental supervision, or if your parents let you, that's fine. But it'd just be easier and they will stick on better. Right, so I let it stick overnight and I thought it came out really great. Like, they stayed on overnight, they work really well, they look great, and this is how it looks after you hang it up. And I think it came out really good. And here's a picture of my wind chime. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I had so much fun working on this. I had so much fun going out in my backyard looking for pine cones. I thought that was really fun to do. So once again, you guys can use any supplies that you guys want to use. I once again recommend using a hot glue gun just because it'd be better for it to stick on that way. But unfortunately, my hot glue gun didn't work and I had to use a Elmer's glue, but it worked. See, this was left overnight and the pine cones are still standing. I was so proud of that and so happy with that. I hope you guys enjoy making your own wind chimes. Once again, you can use any supplies. You don't have to use pine cones. You can use leaves, flowers, grass, whatever you want to use to make it easier for you guys. Do it. Once again, I hope you guys stay safe and wash your hands and just have an amazing summer that's coming up. Beautiful weather coming up. I hope to see you guys soon and enjoy.